Hey guys, today we're making chicken quesadillas, which is like a Mexican cheese on toast. Now, we put quesadillas on the specials board at the restaurant and I couldn't believe just how many people weren't sure what a quesadilla was. So we describe it to them as a Mexican cheese on toast on steroids. And I can honestly say, I don't think I've ever met anybody who didn't like quesadillas. It really doesn't matter how old you are, or where you're from, or what your background is, everyone adores a good cheese on toast. So I'm starting off here with some red bell pepper. Go ahead and give this a medium chop. Now, these peppers are only going to be warmed through when cooking inside our quesadilla, so you don't want them to be in big chunks. Instead, we're going for medium-sized cubes that will retain some crunch, but will by no means be completely raw. And we're going for the same size with our red onion. And I think red onion is a real must when it comes to quesadillas, as they're so much sweeter than white onion. The white onion might be a little too harsh and overpowering, as like I said earlier, they'll only be warmed through and not cooked. Go ahead and place your chopped ingredients into a bowl till later. Get yourself some off-the-shelf taco seasoning. Place a heaped tablespoon into a bowl and add some water. Then give it a good stir until it's combined into a runny paste consistency like so. This paste completely transforms the dish, and you'll see why in a few minutes. Okay, I'm using up some chicken breast fillets that I had left over from earlier. Now this is why I prefer going to my local butcher. The supermarkets would have removed these fillets from your breast and sold them to you separately. So basically I'm getting free chicken here. And I think that actually makes it taste better. So straight on with my Cajun seasoning and salt. Now be generous here as we want big, bold flavours. Top with some olive oil and give everything a good rub. Then mop up any excess marinade off the board and repeat the process on the other side. Right, time to get cooking. Start by coating your pan with some olive oil and keeping it at a medium temperature. Add your chicken fillets to the pan and just let it do its thing. Keeping this on a medium heat protects all those spices from burning and keeps the chicken nice and juicy. It gives us complete control over the cooking process. I'm using chicken, but you can use ground beef or leftover steak, or even load it up with veggies. Quesadillas are actually a great way to get kids to enjoy vegetables. After about 2 minutes, give your chicken a flip. Now you can see from the colour that they're going to be so succulent and delicious. Give them a further few minutes and use your tongs to move the fillets around the pan, mopping up all that flavour in the oil and the spices on the base of the pan. Once off the heat, let the chicken rest for about a minute before chopping into medium-sized cubes. Right, as soon as you slice into it, you can see just how juicy that chicken still is, and that's all due to the temperature control. Remember, we're going for bite-sized cubes here, so nothing too chunky. Pop your chicken into a bowl, and now let's get ready for the best part. Place your tortilla into a dry pan on a medium heat. We don't want to toast the tortilla too quickly, otherwise it will burn before our cheese gets a chance to melt. Now I'm using a blend of cheddar for flavour and mozzarella for texture. Be super generous with your cheese, as this is the glue that keeps the whole thing together. Then spoon on that taco paste we made earlier directly onto the cheese. Then add your peppers, onions and chicken to one half of the tortilla. And top with a little more of that paste before folding over your tortilla. Give it a gentle press and allow everything to come together and combine. Then flip it over and allow the other side to toast up also. Just look at this beauty. This really is an American style quesadilla, fully loaded. I've seen people make them small, thin, flimsy ones, and I'm afraid they just don't cut it. Slice up into triangles and enjoy with some fresh salsa or some guacamole. Chicken quesadillas, absolutely fucking delicious.